Welcome. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to create groups for various assignments and for maybe experiment submission, wherein student is not able to see who the participants of that group are, but they will see them their link as it is along with the questions. So if for instance you want to give every student or a group of students different questions, and you don't want the students to know who their group members are, then what you do is you go to users, and within users go to group. Here you can see I have already created some groups, but I will just show you um, one particular technique here of auto create groups. And you can create a group manually, but I will click on auto create groups and say I want to create group as test, and you put at the rate over there, so it will number groups as test 1, test 2, and so on. So I want this to be auto created, and I want some certain number of members per group, or you can choose a number of groups. So say I want only 10 groups. So I have 10 different types of questions which I can give to various students, various group of students. So say I have 10 questions and I want the number of groups to be 10. So this you don't have to do anything. Here it is randomly created or some other option. Anyway, this option is auto create. So Moodle is automatically creating these groups. Uh, you can choose randomly. Here for this example, I'm just showing you randomly created group, and you say submit. So there is some problem. So grouping name, I'll say test 1, test, yeah, and it has created like test 1, test, okay, test A, test B, test C, test D. So we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 groups are created, and since the number of participants are already there, it has divided them into 10, divided the entire class in 10 groups. So I have 70 participants, and you can see it has created these groups, and 7 members in each group. Now if you want to see the group members, you can see here. So if I want to remove, I can still remove group members. I'm just removing the group member. I have removed a group member from there. Okay, so it has gone to this group test A. I can remove this particular group member. All right, I can do a lot of editing here also. So once it is auto created, I can do these editings. All right, so say suppose these groups are created, and now you can see since I removed from the first group 2 members, it has fallen short of 2. Okay, that's okay, but you've understood what is being done. Now once this is done, I have to start using these groups for certain activity. So then I go to my course, okay, and say I'll create an assignment. Okay, so I will add an activity. I'll say assignment, add, and this is group test assignment. And so I will have some questions here typed. This is the question that this particular group has been assigned with. Okay, then this is the submission due date, deadline. This is all okay. Now here there is these things will not change much. Feedback type, submission settings, you can do a little bit of research on these things, but majorly I'm going to talk about this group submission settings. So if you want a particular group to submit, then you say yes. But if you do that, then if you say yes, you can see if it is enabled, what will happen is a group submission will be shared among group members and all members of the group will see each other's changes to the submission. But I don't, my intention was, suppose it was this and I want a group to look at each other's submissions, I want peer learning to happen, then I will keep that as yes. But if not, then I will keep this no. So the moment you say no, all these things will be deactivated. So if I want certain amount of activity of peer learning, if you expect the student to do, then they will be able to see each other's assignments. All right, but say I choose no, so the rest of the options get deactivated. The next thing you need to do is restrict access. So I don't want the other students to see this particular question. I don't want a student to know who the group member is also. Okay, so neither I want the student to know in which group he belongs, or I don't want the other students to see this particular student's question. So it's kind of a secret. Okay, so I add a restriction. I say it is to do with, so I choose a group. So I say only test A. So it will display grade off if user does not meet this condition. So the student will not see this link if he doesn't belong to this particular group. And I say save and return to course. Yeah. So as a teacher, I will be able to see this, right? Now suppose you want to see whether it has worked or not, you will have to test it out. Probably you can do something like this. You can go to users. 1 minute. You can go to users. So where are my users? The participants. Yeah. So I go to users and I go to groups and say I place myself in this group. So I want to add some members. So where am I? I'll have to search myself. You can do something like that. You can add yourself and see, and you can remove yourself and see. Okay, so suppose I add myself and then I switch role to student. I've added myself and I will now switch role to student. I will be able to see this. Okay, and I can add a submission. But say I have, let me just switch back to my original role. Okay, and say I have removed myself Now I'm no more a participant of that group. So I'm no more. So I will refresh now. I'm a teacher now, if you remember. I'm a teacher of this. So let me just become a student again. I'll switch my role back to student and let me see whether I see it. I don't see it. See, it was supposed to be here somewhere. It's no more there. So if I'm a student of the group, then only I can see that question, or else it is invisible to me. So that's about group. Happy Moodle development with groups. Thank you.